A WYZE Video Doorbell Pro that you want to set up? Well, it was extremely easy to set up, so let's go through the steps to set it up. The thing that I don't like about this doorbell after first seeing it is there's nowhere to put an SD card. One part I really like about the cameras is you can put this little micro SD card and you record 3 or 4 weeks worth of footage. You don't have to pay the monthly fees. So I really like that. I was hoping the doorbell would have it as well. I didn't see online where it did or didn't have it, so we bought it. It doesn't have it. We'll figure out what we're gonna do, but let's get it set up. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna launch our WYZE app, and we're gonna connect to a new device, and we're gonna say camera, WYZE Video Doorbell Pro. This looks like the best one, everybody. First screen tells us press and hold the power button for 5 seconds. We're gonna get this thing going. You can see we are working. Power on. Press and hold the power button for 5 seconds. We have done that. The LED tone has gone off. We're going to click the next button. Now it says recommend placement of the chime. Okay, we are going to go ahead and let's plug into this wall right. You guys can see this outlet right there. Plug the chime in. That's what the next screen says. We are doing that now. Press and hold the reset button on the side of the chime.
Start connecting.
Connecting. Let's go switch over to this side. Let's switch over here. So we can see doorbell here, chime right behind me. My main entrance is right behind this wall, so I'll probably move the chime more to the hallway, but we are good to go, it looks like. Being installed. We're back on, we're recording. It says first thing to do, shut off the power, which I don't know how to do, so we're just not gonna touch the wires while they're hot. Open the chime box. Now we got to get to the chime box, which is way up here, so we're gonna need a ladder. Let's go get a ladder. It wants to know, there we are, it wants to know, is it 2 wires or 3 wires or 4 wires? Looks to me like 2 wires. So I'm gonna choose the 2-wire option right here. Now use the jump wires. Almost fell down there, but we did not fall down. Use the jump wires to connect to both terminals. So we need to connect these two together. So let's grab that piece. We are back. We got the jump wire. This is the jump wire. We need to connect these 2 wires. We need to connect those 2 right there. First thing we got to do is loosen it, so we need a Phillips screwdriver. We're back. We're outside at the doorbell. As you can see, my doorbell is pretty straight. We got a wall here, and we're coming straight out. So instead of having this angle, I want to put a little tilt on it, so we see a little less of this wall over here. So I'm going to use the corner plate. Not everyone will need it, but let's go ahead and get this doorbell off. We got the 2 screws out of the doorbell, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here. There we are, and we are hot. Keep in mind, we did not turn the power off. Which one's positive, which one's negative, we may never know. But let's move on to the next step, which is mounting this plate. We just got the doorbell backing plate on, and the screws go right through here, and I actually used the same screws I took out of the doorbell. The next thing it wants is this backing plate on with the 2 little screws that are gonna go in those 2 spots. Right there and there. WYZE was kind enough to send us 3 of these screws. We only need 2. We need one in this top piece here and one in this bottom piece. I just gotta scoot that up a little bit more. So now we have this backing plate on with the 2 screws and the angle piece, the wires coming through, and we check our phone and we see what the next step is. Now we want to put these 2 wires on the back of our doorbell on those 2 spots there. Let's do it. I have now got both of these on here without electrocuting myself, which is quite the feat. So now let's mount the doorbell. Try to tuck some of these wires back in here. You just want to be careful it doesn't fall off of where you screwed it in at during that process. Get them all lined up. Just need to push down. Okay, we're all lined up at the top. You know this is harder with one hand. Okay, I felt it click there. Fell right off. Okay, let me try it with both my hands. The problem was, what you have to do before you mount this up on the wall is you have to unscrew that bottom screw there because it won't attach because there's a little metal plate right there coming out. And they actually sent you that special screwdriver, so let's use it. We did it. That's it. It was that easy. Let's see if it works.
I give it a 10 out of 10. Extremely easy to set up. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. I mean, it was very fast to set it up, and that was hooking it up to the doorbell. I could have just put that 3M tape on the outside and bam, charged it twice a year, and I could use it where there was no power at all. So as long as you got Wi-Fi there, you'll be able to use this camera no problem.